We're going to sit down. I need to sit down. My good looking charity shops continuing.
Retro Ghetto.
Hi everybody, welcome to this week's vlog, and as always, it's a mess here in the Retro Ghetto. We're getting a real early start on the vlog this week. I've got up bright and early on this Sunday morning, shared the video that went live last week's vlog, and immediately started recording for the video that hopefully you guys have seen Wednesday, which was the Xbox 360 games to invest in video. Here's all the information that I used to, correlate what I'm saying on screen. Also, I picked up this t-shirt, which I don't think came across very well on the camera. I think it cut, so you can't quite see what it was. But yeah, I recently picked up this promo Splatterhouse t-shirt, which I think is very cool. And as you may have seen, I've just come back from the charity shop. So I've had a nice little charity shop find with which to start the week. So what I managed to pick up was Brutal Legend, which is an Xbox 360 game I didn't own. And then this was a really nice find, Prince of Persia, but the steelbook with the sleeve cover. Guys, I've said before in the video, I'm happy to buy steelbooks, but I really like it when they have the sleeve. The sleeve's got a few scratches on it and whatnot, but the steelbook itself is lovely. Look at that. Really nice condition. Actually, is that sealed? No, it's been opened. Yeah, really happy to add that. And this is a staple when it comes to charity shop finds for me. I find a handful of these every year. I probably find 5 or 6 of these last year. I actually found 2 of these once at the same day in a car boot. These are still getting £6 trading at CEX. The Lord of the Rings DVD extended editions. The lady in there, bless her, she charged me £1 each for these things, so it cost me £3. We've got £6 trading here. We're adding a couple more nice games to the ever-growing 360 collection, which, yeah, I've still got all the, well, there's the giveaway actually. I've got these to add, all of this. There's some games that still need adding to the collection as well. But yeah, what I want to do, once I tidy up the weekly ritual, right, is assess the Super Nintendo wall. So one of the jobs that I want to do is make some substitutions. So I've recently purchased these games, amongst others, but these are the ones that I think maybe deserve a spot on the Super Nintendo wall. So we might have to make some hard choices. There is a gap up there, and I think we're gonna have to move this, right? If you guys saw the vlog where I purchased this, as nice as the artwork is, don't think this deserves a spot on the Super Nintendo wall. So yeah, that leaves us with 2 more to potentially put in. So I'm gonna put the camera down, see what magic I can work. The problem is, like everything, guys, once you move one thing, you kind of have to move everything, because these are in a rough kind of order. Games are in like a genre, a specific order, or in order of the franchise. So yeah, often moving one game results in moving all the games, but I'm gonna have a look, see what we can do. Okay, so the changes are all done, and the first thing I did was put my animated and cartoon stuff up here. It seemed to make sense for it to flow on from The Simpsons anyway. So yeah, I put those up there. I had a space left over. I know it's not strictly animated, but as we discovered on my, how much are my SNES games worth video, this game is far too expensive to be sitting on that lowly shelf. So stuck Dennis up there. Disney ones haven't changed, but big changes have happened in the movie section. I put the T2 game in, just seemed to go right next to RoboCop. The Star Wars games came down from up there, and then next to that we managed to get Home Alone in. Down here we sacrificed a couple of racers so I could put my 2 Lemmings games in, so I wanted to keep those on the shelf. What else has changed? Earthworm Jim got moved to here, so that now sits before the start of the one-on-one fighters. And I think that's about it on the wall itself. Gods didn't make the cut. That's just a bit too ugly. I don't want to spend the rest of my day sat in here looking at that, so that's going to sit on the shelf. And then these didn't make the cut. So Cannon Fodder got cut, Aguri Suzuki, and Street Racer, which I have to say, that's a very nice condition Nintendo cardboard. But yeah, it's getting harder and harder. I'm having to make more and more difficult decisions with the Super Nintendo wall. But yeah, they've been cut. Now, I best crack on with editing for this week's video. Before I crack on too far with the editing, actually, there is a job I've been meaning to do. I just never got around to it, and now's the time. So, obviously, this is, I think it's like 18 years old. It's from Halo 2. I pulled it out of a guy's house, which, yeah, I mean, it's one of them houses where it was wipe your feet on the way out, to be honest. I cleaned every inch of this. But obviously, it's got the odd bump and bruise, which for me is fine. Bit of patina. It just looks battle ready, right? But there's a few bits, like this bit here, where there's a bit knocked off the gun. And the odd scuff here and there, which I just think need touching up. In and around the arm. And now I've elevated his gun arm. This is a bit more on show. So what I'm going to do is take my Posca paint pen, black, and I'm just going to fill in the odd bit where the paint's missing. And hopefully it'll just look a bit better. These Posca paint pens are so good. They're so like versatile. Okay, so I've done as much as I can with that area there. As you see, that's a bit of a groove where it's still white, and I don't want to ruin the nib on this pen. But yeah, I've been around. It's one of them, once you start looking, you find so many little imperfections, but yeah, really happy with it. There was loads of like white marks here on the join. If you remember, that was covered in white scratches. Yeah, just you know, going around and just slightly neatening up little bits. This is one of my favourite pieces in my collection, so just on the black itself, you can't really go too far wrong. I wouldn't start touching up the green and that kind of stuff because, you know, I'd put the wrong green on it and I'd annoy myself and make it look worse. But yeah, really happy with the little touch-ups that I've done. I think the last bit for me to do is probably around the leg joint here, and then I'll call it a day before I do too much. And there we go, that'll do it. Nice one, Chief. So I've been in the Retro Ghetto 2.5 this afternoon, and it's always dangerous. Every time I go in there, I bring something out that I want to try and fit in this room that I know I've got no room for. Take a look at this. This standee it feels like it's too cool to not have it in here. If I put it there, firstly, obviously, I'll be able to take the backing off, right? So these white pieces of cardboard won't be there. You'll just get the actual shape of Donkey Kong in the barrel. I'm just trying to work out if it works. Ignore the mess on the floor. Right, does it work? Is it too much? And behind that at the moment it's just the Leviathan axe. I could potentially find somewhere else for that. And then it's just plain white cupboards. So I mean, I feel like theoretically it could work, and you still got your stuff behind it, right? It's just a great standee, isn't it? I love Donkey Kong. Whilst it is the 3DS version, obviously not the Super Nintendo version, I still love to get a character like him. I've got so much nostalgia for the Donkey Kong Country game. Food for thought. Okay guys, it's a new day and the postman has been. So let's do a little CEX lottery, shall we? These should be games that were mentioned on Wednesday's video. I'm still in the process of editing, so I'm going to get a chance to play these, picture them as part of the editing process. So what we got here, yes, Under Defeat HD. It feels like there's a manual. This is the one I was really hoping would be, yeah, that is a chunky manual. Some real weight to that. I'm really happy this has come and in good condition. As I said on the video, if you watched it, this is one that I definitely think is going to go up in value. Just so you're aware, whenever I give the values on the video as to how many are in stock, that's always after I've purchased any game. So when I give you those values, theoretically those values could still be there when you watch the video. But yeah, very, very happy that's arrived in good condition. Really looking forward to playing that one. And next up, blood drive, and I mean, it's complete, but wow, look at the state of that. Oh, that looks like mold. That is vile. Right, there's loads of copies of this in stock, thankfully, so it won't impact people that have been trying to get it too much, but I'm going to have to order another one and send this back. So yeah, that's pretty horrible, to be fair. So I'll be ordering another one of them, but this is the one I was more happy about. Really looking forward to playing this. Okay, I think it's time for me to do some more shelves with the old trunking hack. Okay, so whilst little man is busy with Sonic 2, last week's winner of this game, Chris, has asked me to sign it for him. He saw what I did for James, and he asked me to basically do the same. So I'm going to get this signed now, and then I'll get both of these sent out. There you are, Chris. Hope you're happy with that, mate. You're going to have people coming after me for putting pen on games. I'll get both of these sent out. Enjoy your winnings, guys.
Retro Ghetto.
Okay guys, I had to pop into the local town, so you know what that means. It's the weekly CEX charity shop run. Let's hope we find something. Last week went well. Let's go. Nothing much in here, not as good as last week, but this is worth picking up for £1 for the collection. The CEX sell this for £4, it's £1.60 trading, but that'll just be added to the shelf, so it's better than nothing. So anybody that watches my channel will know I've got to buy this. Never even seen this before. This is a Halo and Fable 2 double pack. Got nice artwork inside. And then it's got the games. Never seen this before, didn't know it existed, but definitely be picking that up for a £5. My battery's about to die, so... Okay, so we are back in the Retro Ghetto, and alas, no Rule of Rose in the last couple of charity shops, guys. Quite a frugal finds today for the local town. Picked this one up, as you saw. I mean, it's worth adding to the collection for just £1. And this, I had to pick this up. If you see something like this that you've never seen before, yeah, just buy it. Just a nice addition to the shelves, and yeah, a double pack that I don't think is very common at all. So yeah, like I say, I had to go into the town anyway. I also went to CEX, I traded some things in. I decided to sell my PS5 games. I'm going to discuss that a little bit more later on, because right now I'm in a rush, but I'm going to be telling you guys exactly why I did that. But I've also got a big game hunting day coming up tomorrow, so yeah, all is not lost. Hopefully tomorrow will bring a better haul.
Retro Ghetto.
Okay, so it's wet, somewhat miserable, but it has not dampened my spirits, and that's because it's game hunt day. I've got big plans. I'm going to spend the whole day game hunting, and I think I'm going to be able to hit at least 20 charity shops today. I've been carefully thinking about where I'm going to go today, and decided the first stop is going to be Loughborough for 3 different reasons. Firstly, I've never done any hunting there, so I don't know what to expect. Secondly, there's a like a trainer resale shop, and I love my trainers, so I'm definitely going to be using it as an excuse to pop in there and see what they've got. Thirdly, it's close to the Colville, where we did that amazing charity shop hunt. Now, it's always dangerous when you try and replicate hunts in the past, because I had such success there. I'm not necessarily expecting it again, But there's loads of charity shops to check out, and also there was that fantastic pawn shop that they had. So yeah, I'll definitely be going in there. That's full of video games. So yeah, I'm hoping to hit at least 20 charity shops today, resale shops. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to get off because I've got loads to do. Okay, so I've made it to Loughborough. It is wet, it is miserable, but every cloud, literally, can have a silver lining, right? Hopefully, this weather means there's less people out here, less people going in the charity shops, less people to find the things I want to find. So we're going to head towards the CX. I don't think I've ever been to that one before. But prior to that, we're going to go to every charity shop we find. And then also we're going to a shop called Off Season, as I mentioned, which is like a high-end trainer reseller, so they sell like rare trainers. There's a pair that I've had my eye on for some time, so hoping we can thrash a deal out. But yeah, looking forward to it. Let's go. Oh, let's see what crack converters brings. The usual by the looks of it. Nearly got run over. It's going well so far. Right, I've gone on the scenic route because crack converters isn't open yet, and I didn't want to join the queue of people converting, shall we say. But I found a few charity shops now. Everything seems to open at 9:30 here. So yeah, but it looks like that crack converters has got like an arcade machine in it. So yeah, it looks interesting. Like I said, I've never hunted here before. There's another charity shop here, so I've found 4 charity shops so far. So yeah, should be some decent stuff. This one's open. Let's go. Excuse me, have you got any video games at all?
Videos?
Video games, you know, like games?
No, I don't think so.
No. You know, like PlayStation, Nintendo?
Should be like a you know.
Oh, right, okay.
You know of any video games here?
Upstairs.
Upstairs, yeah?
Are they?
Brilliant, thank you. FIFA 20. Oh, there's a few more here. Hopefully this isn't the sign of things to come. This has definitely been picked through. Okay, so we're open now. Interesting. Morning. Much of a sale. Can't see many games. Okay, that was interesting. I was speaking to the manager in there, and they said they no longer do video games. Said the reason being is there's just not enough money. So by the time they process them, check the discs, so then they make £1 or £2 a game. He said they've started selling them online, which, as we know in previous videos, has become the way of the charity shops. I mean, if this continues, there'll be no hunting outside of CEX on the high street. But yeah, I mean, they are franchised, so it's not a nationwide decision. He said it was his decision, but it might be a sign of things to come. Right, next charity shop. I'm going to check these CDs. Okay, so this kind gentleman looked in the back for me, and there's a couple of games here. Always ask. This is what I think I'll be buying. Nothing else. Okay, so that's not gone too badly at all. Just the second charity shop of the day, and after asking him, went to the back room as you saw, and I picked up micro machines. This was £3. They're selling this for £12 at CEX, and I think it's £6 trading. I'll double check, I'll put it on the screen now. I'm not going to take it straight to CEX and trade it in now, because number one, I'm sitting on a lot of vouchers anyway, I don't need the vouchers. Also, I'm intrigued to play it. I love the old school micro machines game, so just intrigued to play this one. It might be something that I play for a couple of hours and then trade in on my next CEX visit, but yeah, happy with that. It's the little boost I needed this early on in the day. So I think we're heading to CEX now, unless there's any more charity shops on the way. There it is. CEX. Never been here before. Let's go see what they've got. Okay, not the best CX I've ever been to, if I'm being honest. Small retro selection. Yeah, and I gave him the voucher because I did pick up a game. I'll show you when I get to the car. I showed him the voucher. He said, "Can you read the code out?" And I said, "Can't you just scan the barcode?" And he said, "No, our scanners don't work." And he said, "It's like coming back in time here, isn't it?" That's like, yeah. Can't say as I'd recommend going out your way to go to that CX, especially if it's retro you want, but I mean the chap in there was nice enough. I did pick up a game, as I say. I'll show you when I get back in the car because we are pushed for time. I need to get to this trainer shop and then get back to the car before time runs out because we've got loads more towns to hit up before the end of the day. Interesting.
So on Tuesday, I'll see what I can take.
So that guy was selling those retro gamer magazines for £1.50 each, or 4 for £5, which is a very good price for retro gamer magazines, but I don't know, I don't want to buy them, flick through them and throw them away, but equally I sold all my retro gamer magazines a few years ago for a reason. I couldn't afford the real estate that they took up to collect them, so yeah, I moved them on. So whilst it's tempting, I don't have time to do all the things I need to do in life now, never mind sit down and read magazines. So I'll leave them for someone else, I think. There's a great selection of Lego in the charity shop. Right, so this is Oxfam. Let's see what we've got. Usually they're priced accordingly. Let's take a look then. Guys, I'm absolutely gutted. I mean, you've probably seen on the footage. I thought I'd hit the jackpot. GameCube in a charity shop, right? And it's Rugrats. I love Rugrats, love Nickelodeon. 99p. It's got good trading value as well, you've seen on the screen now. But no disc. I picked up a copy of Civilization Revolution simply because she wouldn't let me pay for the box. I said, I'll take the box. She wouldn't let me pay for an empty box. So I said, well, I'll buy this because I don't think I've got it. But yeah, so close yet so far. Same with Portal. Portal 2's got a good trading value. That was empty as well. But yeah, gutted. I'm here at off season, the trainer resale shop I came for. So let's go and see what we can do. Okay, so that was an interesting shop. Winged 8. Yeah, Winged 8 Vintage. If you're ever in the area, make sure you go and check them out. They have toys, records, loads of stuff in there. Old, used, condition. Anything you can think of, they've got it in there. So yeah, if you're ever in the area, check that place out. Nice guys. Okay, and that is Loughborough done. I enjoyed the trip. There's quite a few shops I wasn't aware of. There was a lot of charity shops. I reckon I hit anywhere between, I'd guess, 10 and 12. I lost count. We only found one game worth picking up in a charity shop, but it was a good one. Micro Machines, very good buy for £3 that. Firstly, I'm intrigued to play it. Secondly, it's got decent CX trading. And then, as you've seen, I'm still gutted by this. This hurt me. To find this but empty. Yeah, I had to have the box. They let me have it for free, like I say. It's got the manual as well. The chances of me finding a disc for that are slim, but I can but hope. And then I picked up this just because I wanted to buy something after they let me have the box for free. I'm not sure if I've got this or not, but it was £1. And as I say, the CX, I've been to better CXs, but I did pick this up. So this is called Anubis 2. I got know nothing about this game. I've never heard of it, but if you look at the back, it looks like a 3D action platformer. Guys, I love all things historical, mythological, and the fact that you play as Anubis in what looks like a 3D action platformer. I mean, and look at the artwork. That sold me for £1.50, right? I'd have bought that for £5 because, yeah, I love things like that. So it's probably terrible based on the fact I've never heard of it, but I'm intrigued to say the least. I also went back to CX and I picked up another game. It's one of them games that's going to be on next week's video, guys, so I can't highlight it this week, but rest assured next week, or as you're watching this, it'll be this week, Wednesday. I've got a video highlighting a certain section of games I've been buying. I've been playing the games a lot recently as well. It's been difficult because I can't film or show you guys throughout these vlogs because, yeah, I want to sort of show it for the first time on that video. So that'll be out Wednesday, and then we can just film everything on these vlogs again. But yeah, decent trip. We're heading now to Colville. Like I say, last time I had an amazing hunt there. So we're going to fly there now, see what we can find in the charity shops, see what we can find in the CX. But of course, they've also got that fantastic sort of pawn shop that's full of video games. So I'm definitely expecting to find something in Colville. So I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we have made it to the sunny, lovely Colville. Last time I was here we had a lot of success, so if I can have a fraction of that I'll be happy. Again, we've got that great pawn shop and the CEX just down there in the distance, so I'm confident we'll find something. Let's go. This was in the 3 for £1 section. These traded for £2. Probably not worth my effort because I can't see anything else that I want, but again, if you can pick them up for the 50p or less, it's worth picking these Warcrafts up because you do still get a couple of £1 trading. What a start that is. First charity shop. Guys, look at these games. They were just on the desk. That's twice now today. I've asked and they've been there. So I said, have you got any games? She says, oh, there's some here. We haven't checked the boxes out yet. Might not be have discs in. I've checked. Guys, some of these. We're going to sit down. I need to sit down. My good luck in charity shops continuing. Okay, so I've sat down on a wet bench, but let's go through what we've got. I've got that. I'll put the values up on the screen now of each one. I think that's for the collection. That's for the collection. I've got the Mega Drive collection, but I don't have the Sega Classic, so I'm happy to add that. And then the pick of the bunch, that Dragon Quest. That'll be going there. Take that. One charity shop down. Well happy. Okay, so here we are, Fast Cash. And like I said, this place is really good for video games. Okay, so surprisingly, I didn't pick anything up in that shop. It might have been a bit too soon since the last time I came, and it looks like there's less stock because there's also another shop. They've got 2 branches. I think they, and I heard a conversation between the staff, I think they moved stock between the 2, and yeah, it looked like there was a bit less there than last time, and nothing really caught my eye, but it was well worth popping into Colville for that first charity shop. Really happy with those finds. I just timed it right. As I say, they're just behind the desk. So that's both charity shop finds today that have come as a result of me asking and them not being on the shelves. It just shows you've always got to ask. I'm going to go and head to Ashby de la Zouch now. Last time we went to Ashby de la Zouch, we found absolutely nothing, but it's on the way home, so well worth the trip, and grab some food as well. Quick detour. I keep underestimating exactly how much of this trunking I need to get all my game shelves done, but I'm hoping 2 more will be enough. Also, I've got massive plans, guys, for a big change in the Ghetto 3.0. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I think it's probably the biggest change I've done since I built the room. I'm waiting for a few things in the post. Might not be this week's vlog that I get to it. Might be next week, but yeah, stay tuned because I'm really excited about the plans to enhance the room and my gaming experience. Okay, so I've made it to Ashby de la Zouch. I was finally able to park. If you are ever visiting, be careful. This is traffic warden central. But yeah, I don't hold much hope. Last couple of times I've been here, I haven't found much. But like I say, it's on the way home. There's plenty of charity shops. We'll have a quick look and then we'll reconvene back at the 3 point. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, if you give it a week or so, you want to come back, I'm sure. Probably want a battery and try and replace it.
Okay, so we've got a bit of a theme going. So once again, I've got some finds, but once again, it's come from me asking. The guy was a collector. He collects PS2, Dreamcast. I said, oh, there's not going to be anything good then. And he said, oh, we've got some PlayStation 4. I said, oh, I'll go and grab them then. But it's the sort of things that most people would just look beyond, but I scanned them all. So it's PGA Tour Golf 2K21 and Tennis World Tour. I think they're like £6 each trading. This fighter playing game's like £3 trading. I think there's about 15 quid here. I paid £3. Also, we had that Snoopy Game & Watch. Now, you guys will probably know better than me. I know nothing about Game & Watches, so I couldn't like make him a cash offer. And he didn't have a price on it because he said he was waiting for some batteries to test it. And then they'll take it from there, probably put it on eBay. Had it been something I collect and I knew the values, I could have obviously just thrown out a cash offer. Like if it was worth 50, I could have offered 20, but it's just not something I've ever looked into. So I've got no idea of values or what to suggest as a good price, especially untested with their batteries in it. But interesting to see it nonetheless. I think it was 1982. So yeah, not something you see every day, but yeah, already we've done better than I thought we would have done in the town of Ashby de la Zouch. Okay, so we found another game, nothing special. Lego Marvel Superheroes, cost me £2, but it's traded for £4. I'll double my money on that. The disc was in good condition. I didn't show too much because there's a guy behind me who's clearly looking, red coat. He's also looking for games, I've seen him. So I'll make sure I beat him to the next couple of charity shops. Let's get there first.
Retro Ghetto.
And we are back in the 3.0. After, I must say, a successful day's hunt. Up and down day, not like a vintage charity shop find, but all in all, I've done a quick calculation and I think there's £46 worth of trading credit, not including this one, of course, which, yeah, that still hurts. But yeah, I think all the rest is £46 worth of trading credit. My calculations, I spent about 13 quid, I think. So not a bad return. Some of these will be getting put into the collection. We'll quickly go through them. This was the first find of the day, £3. That's £6 trading. It sells for like £12, but it's one that I'm going to play first because I've always been intrigued by it as a fan of the series. That was just a customary pickup when I got the GameCube game that didn't have the disc in it, but it was £1. I'm not sure if I've got it. This we saw previously when I went to Ashby de la Zouch. It was £4. CX give £4 for it. I'll double my money on that. Driver 3. Not sure if I had it in the collection. Let's have a look. Don't have it in the collection, so yeah, that was a decent pickup for £1. This one, very happy to have found. Didn't actually know this existed. Sega Classics Collection. So I think this is a lot of sort of arcade games, because I've got I think Sega Mega Drive. Yeah, I've got Mega Drive collection plus. I've got loads of Mega Drive collections over various consoles, but didn't have this one. It would be good return if I was trading it in, but that's going in the collection as well. So those are going in the collection. That's trade bait. This was arguably the find of the day. Very good find. This is really nice condition as well. Very clean. It's got the manual and what's this? It's also got whatever that is. I don't know. I'll check eBay with that one just in case it's worth putting on there, but I don't like to sell on eBay. That'll probably end up at CEX just because Dragon Quest games, turn-based RPG, which I think this is, right? It's not my sort of thing, so yeah, very, very good find for £1. This, £8 trading credit. Do not overlook that. You'd think, right, surely a game that's, what, 2 years old, you won't think there's much in it. £8 trading. Don't miss out on them. This is like £6 trading. This is £3 trading. I'm tempted to add this to my collection. It's not something I'd play, to be honest, but I don't have it, so that's in the purgatory between CEX and my collection. This, obviously, I didn't include in the values because this was a CEX find. Let me know in the comments if you played this. I'm really intrigued by it. This, of course, which is going to haunt my dreams. It's not even the value. It's more the fact that I don't think I've ever found a GameCube game in a charity shop. And if I have, it's been a long time. And I was so happy to see it and see it for £1. But in all fairness, look, it's been there a few days now because we've gone past the 11th of Feb. So it might be if it had a disc in, it would have been long gone. So it's one of them, isn't it? But yeah, if anyone's got a disc, long shot, let me know. Coupled with the additions that we had from the local CEX the other day. And I also found another game at CEX, which you're going to be seeing on Wednesday's video. Guys, I've bought so many games for this console. I've done so much playing that I've not been able to show in these vlogs, but all will be unveiled on Wednesday. Really looking forward to sharing that with you guys. But yeah, all in all, a decent day. I love going out and hunting, and yeah, I've had worse days, that's for sure. Now I'm gonna sit down and rest my old man bones.
Retro Ghetto.
Okay guys, so it's a new dawn, it's a new day. That is not me. I mean, I had a late night, but not that late. Right, okay, we've had a couple of things arrive in the post, a couple of games. I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed. This one I might as well do first because I tried to rip off my address label and pretty much opened it anyway. This was an eBay purchase. Bear with me. Ghetto vlogs are living up to their name. Okay, so as highlighted on Wednesday's video, I bought my copy of Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. I went on eBay because it was so cheap to buy this game brand new sealed. It was less than a tenner posted, so I just thought it was worth buying it brand new sealed. This, I believe, comes with a comic book. It's very heavy, so I'm assuming so. And then looking at it, it's not even in English, which might explain why it was so cheap. I'll double check the listing of that, but to be honest, the side art's fine. If it plays in English, it doesn't bother me too much. It's not exactly an expensive game, but I will double check the eBay listing on that one. And then we've got another bit of a CEX lottery. What we got? Okay, so I ordered a copy of Under Defeat HD on the PlayStation 3. I ordered this because I love the look of the game that much that, yeah, I just thought I'd get it on the PlayStation as well. I do have big plans for some future developments, which is why I decided to pick this up on both consoles, so you will be seeing that next week. So I'll pop that there. And yeah, this is the replacement for Blood Drive. If you remember early in the video, I picked up a copy of this and it was molded, so yeah, this one looks much better, so I can add that to my collection as well. Guys, I went through the footage of the last couple of days and we went to over 40 charity shops, 40 separate charity shops in the last 2 days. This sort of being the haul. Went to over 30 when we went to Loughborough, Colville, Ashby, and then the local ones. And the day before in the local town. Yeah, over 40 charity shops. So yeah, we've definitely done some miles this week. But you know, ultimately, I love it. That's why I do it. People often say to me when they see these kind of videos, oh, but what about fuel and what about this and what about that? I enjoy it. So I don't factor that in, because for me, if I get spare time and I'm blessed enough to have the free time to go and do that on a day, then yeah, I really enjoy going out and having the buzz and the thrill of the hunt. And it's like I always say to people with anything in life, if you don't love it, don't do it, right? If you don't enjoy it, then why spend your time doing it, right? I wouldn't live this life and go out and do this hunting and making YouTube content and add to my games collection and spend my day moving things around in here if I didn't love it. So for me, it's just one of the things about this amazing hobby that I really enjoy. So yeah, for me, it's been another fantastic week. As always, thank you very much for everybody that's taken the time to watch. And next week's vlog promises to be stacked. I've got a day out planned with the family. We're going somewhere that's full of fantastic, weird and wonderful shops to do loads of hunting in, so I'm really excited about that. Not only that, I've ordered some very high ticket, nice items from CEX, so they should be here, if not tomorrow, early next week. So we'll be doing 2, if not 3 CEX lotteries on this vlog, so on next week's vlog, so I'm looking forward to that. And also, like I've spoke about when I was in Wicks, I've got big plans for here in the game room. We're going to be doing a big project. There's a lot of changes, so there's been quite a lot of DIY, of which I'll take you guys you know, along for the journey and show you step by step what I've done and why I'm doing it. So ultimately, yeah, another stacked vlog coming, so make sure you keep it locked to the Retro Ghetto. Don't miss Wednesday's video when I can finally speak about all these games that I've been purchasing that I've not been able to show on these vlogs. So I'm really excited to discuss those games as well, because there's been a lot of gameplay over the last couple of weeks that I've not been able to show you guys. So yeah, there's loads coming next week. But as always, play your games, keep it retro. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Retro Ghetto.